Good afternoon. We are going to present our work about the Fascism Nazism, that I think it's a very interesting topic, so I think you are going to enjoy it.
Here we can see the main characters of the Fascism and Nazism. He is Adolf Hitler of Nazism, and he is Mussolini of Fascism.
Okay, this is the index, so the first point is the fascist Italy, some characteristics about this Italy. So the second point, the Germany in the post-war period, okay, the Weimar Republic. The third point, when Hitler arrives at the power, so we are going to explain a little on how he arrives and something about that.
The fourth point, the ideology of the Nazism. The fifth point, the internal politic, what is a totalitarian regime. And the sixth point, the external politic, what is militarism and expansionism of the territories. The fascist Italy characteristics. How Mussolini gets the power. After the First World War, Italy had a lot of problems, and many of them economics. There was an increase of the prices because of the economic problems, and also the unemployment increased. Social tension got higher because of the economic problems and also because of the unemployment. Many political parties couldn't confront the situation, so people preferred extreme parties such as Parte Italiani di Combattimento and the Communist Party. Mussolini didn't win the election, so he took the power by the strong. And the march in Rome reached its aim, what is when Victor Manuel III offered the government to Mussolini, and he obtained all the powers of the country.
Okay, in this point we are going to explain the Mussolini's government, some characteristics about the fascism of his government. So mainly it has 6 characteristics that are the next. Okay, the first is that the base was an undemocratic and anti-communist ideology. It was the most important because it's the base of their thinkings and their opinions. Okay. The second point is that the state was directed by a totalitarian form, so there wasn't separation of power, and Mussolini concentrated all the power, so there was an expression liberty. Okay, the third, the state took part in the economy to obtain the self-sufficiency. Mussolini didn't want to depend from another country, so he wanted to be the king of the world and to dominate all of the countries. Okay. That was the main idea for him, for Mussolini. Okay, the fourth point, the society was dominated by the state and there was an expression liberty. It was a very bad idea because the citizens couldn't say what they think, because if they said that, they could go to a camp or to another place worse. Okay, fifth point, it was imposed an extensionism and hard nationalism, so Mussolini wanted that the citizens feel that they live in Italy, and he wanted that the citizens felt the colors of the nation. And finally, the sixth point, the militarism and the violence cult was developed, so the violence in general.
And the Germany in the post-war period. After the war, there was the Weimar Republic, and it had a debility. After the defeat in the First World War, the German Imperator abdicated, and there was an assembly in Weimar which developed a new constitution, and it created the Weimar Republic, who had a democratic system. The most important party was the Social Democratic Party, and it had a strong opposition from the extreme parties. Firstly, in 1919, the Spartacists, which were of extreme left wing, wanted to put the communism. And secondly, in 1920, Adolf Hitler created the National Socialist Party, and he tried to get the power but by a military coup, but he failed. And there was an hyperinflation.
I think it's